Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome to another video. Today we're going to get started on the G.I. Joe Classified Series Big Ben. So, let's get it popping, y'all. Let's get started. Here we have one of those characters where I only remember him in one instance, and I believe that's the Cobra Civil War stuff from the original Marvel comic stuff. Then he had a small role in the crossover stuff for IDW when uh, they were getting attacked for Or 13, and he ended up dying. But he was drawn really awesome though. But yeah. So Big Ben was escorting Destro and the Joes during the Cobra Civil War stuff. When Cobra had split, there was a big division. There was Destro versus Cobra Commander. That was a wild time. I'm not even gonna lie. That was truly a wild time, and it was dope. But here we are with Big Ben trying to get big serious, and it's pretty cool to see this figure done. This is a Night Force version. Yeah, and I would have loved to be able to take the hat off, but I don't believe I've ever seen him without said hat. Right here we have our bandolier of bullets. That's what I'm going to call it. We have our symbols here for the UK, and then we have, I believe this is the Night Force symbol. I can't remember actually, but he's a little unique in terms of what he has going on because Big Ben actually can rotate like an SHF. And I'm not sure if he's the first one to be able to do that. And I think it's the new body. So he has like this floating joint like an SHF, which is pretty cool. Definitely helps you get the articulation that you want, especially with this big upper torso with a jacket in the way. Here we can pop our arms up. We still have really great articulation. We have our ball joint, we have our front ab crunch, we have our head and neck. He actually has really good head and neck movement, right? We still have our drop downs. His is a little less than others, but it allows you to get up. Now, if you're having trouble get up, just remember it's soft plastic. You can still lift it up. We still have our double joint. Mine is really, really tight on the left leg, right? But it still works. Sits flush as well up in there. We have our boot cut. We have super generous ankle pivot as always. I really love that. Toys are really getting that in with the stuff. I really like that. Then we have a seamless bicep swivel to double joints. We have our wrist pegs on our left one's on a vertical and this one's on a horizontal, right? But for the size that Big Ben kind of protrudes as a guy who carries a lot of stuff, Big Ben actually can really move. He can maneuver very, very well, especially for all the stuff he's carrying. I really like the night camo. Him and Outback will definitely get along very, very well. I feel like those two are kindred spirits. As you can see, Big Ben got the moves. So, with that being said, though, let's talk about our Joe-like accessories. Oh, I didn't even show you the back. We still have our holster for our sidearm, holster for an extra magazine, as well as holster for our silencer. Because Big Ben doesn't want to get caught. He has that got the skills to pay the bills. So as we set him up right here, make him look really cool when we talk about accessories. I still don't know guns, so I apologize, but I'm trying, y'all. Trust me, I am definitely trying. We have our larger heavy machine gun here. Right? This one has a bipod that can fold down, and if I had nails, I would be able to grab it a lot easier. So instead, I'm looking foolish right here. Right? We have our bipod that rolls down. As you can see, there is no ammo or magazine holster. That's because we have our big old piece here that lines up and looks really, really good. I don't mind the gun being all gray, but being that it's Night Force, I guess that's why it kind of is. I would prefer a nice little wash in this, and I can probably do that myself. So that's one of our main accessories here. Next up, we have our smaller weapon, which honestly I don't know the name of this one either. This one looks like some sort of double-barreled assault rifle. It also has a kickstand, single one. Its magazine is also removable, as you'll see here. But what's cool is, hi Riley, you'll also have a holster for, I believe it's supposed to come with an extra one, but I may have lost mine in opening my packages. But I can show you that you can hold it right back here on the back of Big Ben, right? So keep that in mind. As well as we have our sidearm now. And our sidearm, it seems like some sort of, I want to say it's a submachine gun, but I don't think it is. It's probably like, no, this seems more like some sort of machine pistol, and it has the option to have a silencer on it. I don't know what is up with my focus, even though I'm literally holding the focus. So we have that, and there's also a spot for both your silencer and your sidearm. That was my wife laughing at the top of her lungs. So we have that. Right? So yeah, I think that about wraps it up until psych. Nope, you still have one more thing. He still comes with an alternative sculpt. This is pretty cool. I really like this sculpt a lot. Hood up, mask on, trying to sit here and defend himself. It's crazy because I didn't think this would be a singular piece. I thought it would be a head and a neck separate. Excuse me, y'all. I am literally exhausted. Sorry about that. But I thought it would be a two-headed piece. Now, what, you worried that it can't pop it in and pop it out? It's actually really easy to do so, right? Now, here's what's crazy about this, right? It can maintain a lot of the set articulation, but you just lose that extra expression light. So what happens is you can still turn left, turn right, look down, and even look up just a little bit, but you won't be able to get a lot of expression out of it. But as far as it being an extra portrait sculpt, it works pretty solid for what you got going on. It looks really good. I like this. I didn't expect this to be like the really cool sculpt that I ended up liking, but yet here it is. It's really dope. Now, I'm going to take a second to tell my wife to not laugh without me. No, I'm playing. No, I'm joking. She's watching Inuyasha. She's finally catching up. So, we're going to take a second, and then we are going to jump into the size comparisons. I'll see you guys in a sec. Alright, guys, and now welcome to the size comparison part. So, I got some Joes, I got some Cobras. Let's get to it. First up is my main man, Stalker. I don't know why, but I bang with this figure a lot. It's one of my personal favorites, but I like having Stalker around. This head sculpt is quite possibly one of my favorites, if not my favorite. So here he is, next to Big Ben, getting it in. Right? Big Ben getting in. Then we have one of our newer Joes. Here we are, Rock and Roll. So in case you want to mix and match your team, you want to add Rock and Roll to it. Here we have Rock and Roll, then we have Stalker. Right? Let's take these two guys away. Then we can compare it to my main man, 50 grand, Outback. Like I said, these two guys, definitely, I feel like these guys work. Also, I noticed that they may also share the same legs. I'm going to try to swap it around, give him an all green look by swapping on those Outback legs. I'm going to try that much later. But here we are next to a larger body, Bazooka. Right? Bazooka doesn't even seem all that tall next to us. He seems wider, but not necessarily taller. So Big Ben definitely has both the wideness and the tallness to him. Same thing with Outback. So I do like the different body types that we're all sharing and stuff like that. It looks really, really good. Next up, I'm out here dropping stuff, y'all. Next up, here we are with Zorana and a Cobra Trooper. And I chose these two so you can see what it looks like next to some other characters. So here's Zorana. Here is a older bodied Cobra Trooper. Right? So now we know we're getting into with those, right? Let's take those away. Next up, we can do a Range Viper and a Arashikage Blue Ninja. I gotta get used to my Range Viper. His backpack piece is giving me a little bit of trouble, so I'm trying to adjust to that. And here we are with an Arashikage Blue Ninja. As you can see, the ninjas are a little bit on the smaller side. Range Viper's a little smaller as well. Maybe I should pump that torso forward. There we go. He seems a little better now. But as you can see, Big Ben actually does have some legit height on him, which is pretty cool. Next up, we have a Fush Ninja. Right? Then we have a Valaverse Desert Commando. Right? So as you can see here, so far it's looking really, really good amongst the stuff that we have. He feels like he's in a really good height. Next up, we have a Marvel Legends Captain America, Bucky Barnes version. Right? And then we can throw in some other stuff. I'm trying to figure out what can I use. Oh, you know what? I do have a Mythic Legion here, as well as Ichigo on a Mezco body. So here's a Mythic Legion, right? Looking like a big boy. Big boys and with big toys, right? Oh, Big Ben fell. Y'all didn't expect that, right? Let's put Ben back up there. Then we have, hold on. I think I may have lost Mezco Ichigo. So, take a quick break, and I'm going to throw some other stuff in to make up for it. I apologize. Alright, I apologize. I did find them. Turns out Ichigo was below me, sitting on him. Ichigo was sitting on Ichigo. Funny story. So here we are, the Boss Fight Studios. Right? Canon. I said Canon. Conan. I said Canon. Wow. Next up, we have Ichigo on a Mezco Black Skull / Gomez body. Right? So yeah, look at this. These guys are like really lining up very well. And then last but not least, just throwing the fun, in case you wanted, here is a Mafex Captain America. In case you wanted to do Captain America teaming up with Joe's. I feel like that's quite appropriate. And as you can see, the Mafex is a little bit on the smaller side, but yeah, I think it still works. In the meantime, guys, I do want to say thank you for watching. Thank you for enjoying. Thanks for sticking around for my videos, even though it's been a little bit of a drought, because I've been working on 1 million things at once. So I want to say thank you. And as always, please, take care of yourself, take care of others, lead with some kindness. But most of all, please, be good, do good, drink your water, guys.